Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Movistar Team Talks. We will have the first English interview in this season 2, and the main character, the main protagonist of this interview will be Johan Jacobs, which we already have in here. Hi, Johan.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Para los que nos estéis escuchando y os preguntéis por qué estamos hablando en inglés, esta entrevista va a ser en inglés, pero no os preocupéis, las próximas semanas vamos a tener muchas entrevistas interesantes en castellano. So, Johan, we've seen you back on the bike recently. This interview was recorded on November 26th. And so you're slowly but steadily getting into pre-season mode, right?
Yes, I've begun training this week. So now it's mainly gym work and easy endurance stuff and enjoying some time at home and riding on the bike for fun. So that's nice.
Oh, riding on the bike for fun sounds good for a pro, for a change, right?
Well, when you can make your passion your profession, it's a nice thing, and I really love riding my bike, so I'm really fortunate in that way.
Fortunately, you love to ride your bike, because otherwise it won't be bearable for a.
Yeah, it would be really hard, I think.
Do your preparations require to be quite strong level soon in order to be able to prepare well the early part of the year, which is your mainly focus, I guess?
Yeah, I think the main focus is to start the classic season beginning of March on a good level. So to reach your top level in the beginning of March, you have to be in a good shape in the first few stage races of the year to dare catch some race rhythm. So you can't afford to sleep during the winter, I guess.
Okay, that's a good expression. Never sleep in the winter. Right. Okay, so we know that the time trial may be not your top discipline, but this is a tongue time trial. You know, you have to face our 26 questions. Some of them are tailored for you, some of them not. But anyway, let's see how you do against the clock. So you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Place of birth.
Winterthur.
Date of birth.
1st of March 97.
First bike.
Giant T-Mobile edition.
First year as a pro.
2020, yeah.
Favorite TV show.
2.5 Men.
Favorite movie.
Le pédaleur du charme.
Favorite book.
A cookbook.
Beer or wine.
Beer.
Cheese fondue or raclette.
Raclette.
Training in the morning or in the afternoon.
Morning.
Alone or with others.
Alone.
With cold or warm weather.
Cold.
The Canyon, I-Road or Ultimate.
I-Road.
The Elite Turbo Trainers, fixed or rollers.
Fixed.
The Physique shoes, the Infinito, Vento, Tempo or Aria.
Vento.
Abus helmets, Airbreaker or Game Changer.
Game Changer.
Long socks or short socks.
Long.
Favorite race.
Roubaix.
Favorite climb.
None.
Cobbles or gravel.
Gravel.
Hardest race ever.
Roubaix.
Your favorite female cyclist.
Mieke Dox.
Your favorite male cyclist.
Hugo Koblet.
Which cyclist of the team would you choose to party?
Matteo Jorgenson.
Which cyclist of the team would you choose to travel by bike?
Inigo.
Where would you go in that travel?
Inigo's home area. Looks nice.
2:05, very good time. You didn't get under the 2-minute mark, which is outstanding mark. You are like 34 seconds below Pachivila, which is 1:31, and it's our first top contender. It's really, really, really hard to beat because so long nobody has beaten it. So you can see people here on one of these sites, I don't know where, the classification as it's getting updated right now, the position of Johan. Very, very, very good. Very fast. And although you have to think a little bit about the books and so,
Yeah.
but you catch up really, really fast. Okay, so since people are only getting to know you after this first pro season, this nice first pro season, tell us a bit more about your ties with both Switzerland and Belgium, because if I'm not mistaken, you have a Swiss mom, a Belgian dad, your parents is close to Zurich, but you spend most of the year near Belgian coast. So it's an interesting mix, right?
Yeah, it can be quite complicated, I think, if you don't know the story. So yeah, I was born in Switzerland. My mother is Swiss and my father is Belgian. They met during a working trip of my mother. My mother used to work in Belgium. Then she met my father. Then she told him she didn't want to move away from Switzerland, so my father moved to Switzerland. Then I was born. I was born and raised in Switzerland. On a training camp in Mallorca, I met my girlfriend, my now girlfriend, and she's a Belgian. And now, because of her, I moved back to Belgium. So now I live in Belgium again.
So in a training camp, not this year's training camp, you mean?
No. Already more than 5 years ago.
Okay, because it would be really nice. So after your fourth place in the Swiss Road Race Championship in late October, you said you never thought you would be performing at such great level. And people don't know that 2020 was only your second season fully focused on road cycling.
Yeah.
Can you bring our viewers some background on how you came to be a World Pro too?
Before I focused 100% on road cycling, I was mainly a cyclo-cross rider. I competed in World Cups and World Championships in the under 19 and under 23 category. I rode for a Belgian team. The team now is called Paris-Roubaix Bingo, where a lot of good Belgian pros they ride for that team. I was part of that team as well when I was under 23. Even back in junior, I managed to win one World Cup, so I think I'm confident to say that I was one of the promising young cyclocross athletes at that time. And then during my under 23, I had a few difficult moments in cyclocross where I kind of lost the fun in riding my bike, and I rediscovered the love for riding my bike on the road. I jumped into a new adventure when I signed with Lotto Soudal under 23. I didn't really know what was going to happen, and that was 2019. I did a really good year in that year in under 23 category, and then the team contacted me and I could sign for Movistar, which was kind of unreal because less than a year before that I didn't really have a team. I was out of contract on a cyclocross team. I didn't have any new contract for the road, so I was kind of unemployed. And then 9 months later I signed for one of the greatest teams in road cycling, and now I'm here. So yeah.
What a happy ending or a happy beginning, we must say.
I hope it's a happy beginning.
So we've seen a trend the last years from a lot of cyclocross riders coming to the World Tour. We have Zdenek Stibar from years ago, and right now Wout van Aert and all this generation. To what extent cyclocross helped you become the rider you are, the road rider you are?
Well, I think, for example, like the technical aspect, like the handling of the bike, you really learn how to manage your bike, how your bike will react in certain situations. So you really get to know the feeling of your bike. I think that helps a lot because you don't tense up so much in stressful situations where you can lose a lot of energy, not by pedaling, but just by stressing, I guess. And I think cyclocross really helps you to be relaxed, even in situations where you might crash or you're not sure what's going to happen. You need to be relaxed. And also cyclocross is such a hard discipline. You ride for 1 hour all out on the limit, and I think that makes you really a strong cyclist.
Where do you suffer the most, in 1 hour all out or in a climb, in a hard climb?
Mentally in a climb, I think, yeah. Yeah, the climb.
It seems that you fit it pretty easily into a team where most people are Spanish speaking, and people where traditionally there haven't been most people from abroad who didn't speak Spanish. What do you appreciate for them? What do you think why did you fit it that good in a team like this?
I think I knew already from the beginning that it would be a challenge to fit into a team which is not really known for foreign riders. Like, I knew from the beginning that it would be up to me to try to learn Spanish, and that was actually also a challenge for me. That was an advantage why I chose also to sign for the team, because for me it was like, yeah, I can learn something beside the bike. I can get to know a new culture. I can try to learn a new language, and that's only in my mind it's only positive things.
You try to learn a new language. ¿Y cómo va aprendiendo? ¿Cómo está ese español?
Bien. Creo que ahora puedo hablar un poquito en español, sí.
Good. As long as you can communicate on the basic skills on a bike, then the next follows itself, right?
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. You've also got on very well with Matteo Jorgenson, with whom you share your managing agency, and also that spirit on the bike and that love for the classics. You both signed through 2023 with the team recently. Do you see yourself as a part of a generation who can drive change for this team and succeed here?
I hope so. Like, we are with, not only from my agency, but also the other young riders in the team. We are with quite a lot and really young, motivated guys, and I think we can, with the team, we can achieve great things. And it's really nice to have riders like Matteo beside me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This may seem an obvious question, but given that you have that projection into the future, why did you choose to continue with such a long contract and not go maybe year by year?
I think the project the team has with trying to play a bigger role in the classics, it's not a short-term project. You have to invest time in it. Like, good things take time, like they say. So I think there's no point in trying 2 years, then when it doesn't work, go to another team. I think you have to give yourself and also give the team more time, so you can work on things. Like I said, good things take time. Does it take two years? Does it take 4 years? I don't know. I hope we can achieve something in that time.
It's good that you think on the long term, not in the early success or in a quick success. That's good. One characteristic fans have liked about you during your maiden World Tour season is seeing you always on the attack, and that is something that is really, really, really appealing for fans. Right from your first European race in Provence, Coppi Bartali, when you spent the whole week on the move, fighting for the Comp jersey, and then on the classics, mostly in Gandalf, where you did so well. Is that the way of racing you aspire to keep as you progress? Is that your trademark?
Well, since the youth categories, I'm known to be a rider who likes to attack and likes to do a lot of work. Maybe sometimes it's not really plays in my cards, because maybe I waste some of my energy sometimes by attacking when there's not really any reason to attack, but that's my style of riding and I like to race like that. So it's difficult not to attack when I feel good. So maybe that's a point I can work on in the future. But as you say, the people, they like seeing riders attack, and I like it too. So why shouldn't I attack?
I'm sure that if you keep doing like that, you will get a big fan base really soon. Also, what exactly happened at the Ronde? A bad day? Anything else behind it?
Well, I think, like you said, Gent-Wevelgem went really well. Maybe I expected a little bit too much, and then suffered a bit too much than I expected to be suffering at that moment of the race. And then things start to go downwards quite fast. I'm still happy I finished the race, because it was my first Tour of Flanders ever. So such a big race, such a long race, really, I'm really proud I could finish it. But it was not the expected results. Maybe because I was placed a little bit out of position in the bad moments, and it's a really hard race to come back if you're not Wout van Aert or Mathieu van der Poel. So you have to be in front on all the climbs, and once you get on the back, it's really hard to come back. And
Well, last season we were speaking with Imanol Erviti, who has, I think, like 15 Roubaix and Flanders, and he told us that in the first years he didn't even make it to the Kappelmoor because of what you're saying. In the end, it's not about how strong you are, but the positioning and the strategy, and it's something that obviously you learned this year, and probably are mistakes that you won't commit any time soon.
Well, I knew it already before, but I didn't manage to get in front in time. That's something we can work on, and I'm sure in the future we will succeed one day. So I hope.
Speaking about Imanol, next year we'll have you, Ivan Garcia Cortina, Yuri, Matthias, Gabriel, Imanol. It makes us feel excited about the upcoming couple classics.
Not only you, me. I'm excited as well.
Do you share the feel that we finally have our say in those races in the upcoming years?
Yeah, it will. Those races are really difficult to feature in because, like you say, it's all about positioning. There are so many teams who are used to that kind of races for so many years that it's difficult to get into a position where you can perform. But I think we have a really nice mix of a team for next year. We have experience, we have young riders, we have riders who are at their best of the career at the moment. I think that's only good signs for us. So I hope we can feature in those races. It will be hard, but I'm confident that we can do something nice.
Sure, for sure. Talking about Roubaix, more specifically about your second place in 2019 Swartz, and your debut in the big one, the Queen of the Classics, which should have happened this year, but we were heartbroken that none of you guys could make that first Roubaix, but it should happen in 2021. I imagine you can't wait for April to come, right?
Yeah, I'm really, really excited. I was really, really disappointed when they announced the race was cancelled. And I remember the day of Roubaix, I went out training, and I didn't really think about it that it was the day of Roubaix, because I was still training for the national championships, which was a week later. And I was riding next to a friend, and he told me, "Yeah, today would have been Roubaix," and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." And I had so great legs that day, which made me even more sad afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to try that race. I think it's a race like there's no else. Like in under 23, it was already crazy, and it must be right, like really the hell of the north. In professionals, it must be really crazy.
Hopefully you'll make it the hell of the north for the others.
I hope so.
So, what do you wish for 2021 from both sporting and personal point of view? Any specific goals in mind?
I don't have like a specific goal. I would like to do a little bit better than this year. Like try to progress, try to learn. I think these races, they take time to learn. Like I said, it's not about 1 year, it's not about 2 years, it's about the long term. I think it's really important to get to know these races, and I don't have a specific goal in mind, but just like try to perform at my best in these Northern Classics.
Okay, hopefully this is a step-by-step career that is going to get growing, and we'll be there to watch it and to accompany you. Thank you very much, Johan, for your time, and hopefully all these wishes come to come to a happy ending. See you around on the races.
Perfect. Okay, ciao.